Shalom, coming at y'all with another video. And as you see, I have a globe of the world. This is actually Africa that you're looking at right here. As you see, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, Ethiopia, Kenya, South Africa. Now, this region of Africa that you see right here is predominantly inhabited by Hamites, non-Israelites. But you have remnants of so-called Negroes, which are the Hebrew Israelites among Ham, because Israel always mingled and we always was in the region where Ham was at. At the top, you see Egypt, and you see Israel, Jerusalem, where we started off at. So I'm just showing y'all these things because it's very important to know where we came from as Hebrew Israelites. You see, if you look on this side of the world, you see India. India, their biblical name would be Elam. If you look right here in Saudi Arabia, we know those people are Ishmaelites. They are Ishmael. Some of them are Ottoman and Turks, because remember, Esau mixed and blended his seed among the other nations. The people that you see in Egypt, they are a mixture of Arabs. And the people that's where we from in Jerusalem, those are not the real Jews that the Bible speaks of. Those are actually Edomites in the land of Israel, right here. Israel is actually connected to the whole world, but it's more so connected to Africa, you know. But the people that you see in Israel today, they are Edomites. Those people came from Turkey, which is up here. They came from Ukraine, which is right here. And they came from Georgia, Russia. They come from this place. Those are converts, not the real Jews, converts. And they come from this area right here of Europe, Poland. These are where the Jews, the Jewish people come from, not the real Jews, the Jewish people who converted to Judaism in 740 AD. This is where they come from. And they are Edomites. Now, on this side of the world, you have China, which is Moab. The people in China are Moabites. Australia, I'm giving y'all a biblical lesson. Australia is the people, the Japhites. Japhet are Australians. The black Australians are Japhet. The white people that's there are Edomites. They are Edomites. South America, which is the 10 tribes of Israel. So the majority of the people that's here, that are Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian, predominantly they are Hebrew Israelites. But you have Edomites among the Israelites. As you see, Brazil. We got Brazil right here, Brazil. You have Peru. Colombia. You got Venezuela, which Venezuela is going through a lot of hard times. The people are in the uproar over them. Guyana. So the people that's in these regions are predominantly Hebrew Israelites. You have Mexico, which is the tribe of Issachar. because you got a lot of knuckleheads to say that the Mexicans of Indian and Negro descent are not Israelites, but they are. You know, you got Honduras, Belize, Jamaica, which is the tribe of Benjamin. You got Cuba, which is Manasseh, Hebrew Israelites. And you got where we at today, which is America. The tribe of Judah, which is in America today, the bulk of them. But I want to focus on the East right now. So let me get this scripture. This is the book of Acts, chapter 13, verse 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon that was called Niger, and Lucius of Cyrene. I want to focus on this word right here. Salakia. The word Cyrene. I want to focus on that word because this is in Africa, and I'm going to show you where it's at today. Cyrene is modern day Libya. It would be in Libya. So you got an Israelite by the name of Simeon and an Israelite from North Africa whose name was what? Lucius. They was called a Niger, and Niger means black. So this brother was from North Africa, because remember the Israelites, the disciples, they went to different parts of the world to preach the gospel. You got Apollos, who was another Hebrew Israelite. He was from Egypt. So this furthermore proves that the so-called Negroes are the real Jews that the Bible speaks of, and the people of the Bible were people of color. Point blank period, man. And the people that's in Iraq today are not the original people 2,000 years ago. These people actually migrated here and they took over, because the people that was in ancient Iraq, which was Mesopotamia, they were black people, so-called Negro. So the people that you see across Syria, Damascus, Jordan, Iran, and these areas right here, because this would be considered Mesopotamia in the ancient world. Those are not the real people. Those are a mixture of heathens that's even over there. That's why the so-called Jewish people, which are Edomites, that's why they fighting over that land in Israel among the Palestinians, because it does not belong to neither one of them. That land belongs to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You know? Let me get another precept. Go to the book of Psalms, chapter 7, verse 1. I just want to make another point. Because the Israelites, they were known as, they looked at similar to Ethiopian people, according to the Bible. And we're going to prove it right now. You know. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 7, verse 1. And Shugian of David, which he sang unto the Lord Yahweh concerning the words of Cush, the Benjamite. So, pretty much in this instance, you got a so-called Negro who is an Israelite. He was called Cush, the Benjamite, because of his dark skin. Because the Negroes are dark-skinned people. Now, who is Cush today? Cush is Ethiopia, which is right here in the continent of Africa. So these are notes that you brothers can note in your study to get better, to brush up on your scriptures, because we in the last days and America going to be destroyed, and stuff like this type of knowledge you're going to need to know. So with that, I want to say shalom, All praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.